please read this disclaimer carefully before proceeding further. Hello traders, welcome to analysis of forex pairs. We're going to have a look at some of the forex pairs which can give us very good opportunities in coming week or in coming weeks. So let's see what we have on EURUSD, GBPUSD and USDCAD. Thanks for joining me here. My name is Vic. Let's look at EURUSD. We'll start with EURUSD. On monthly time frame, the market has come to this moving average right here, and that was highly expected after a huge rally to this level, and that also completed a W pattern here, and that's why the market has been falling down. If you are not able to spot that, then this is the one that we are looking at. This actually came right into 88.6 here and then started to fall down, and that is why this is looking like this. Now the market has been bullish and it is still kind of bullish. So what we have here is that market was going upwards, there is a correction, then it started to go up, there is a correction, and now it is trying to resume the previous bullish momentum. Now it remains to be seen whether it actually goes beyond this level to reach this 200 moving average here or not. I highly doubt that, because it can turn into a head and shoulders pattern as well. If you're not able to visualize that, then this is going to be kind of the left shoulder, this is the head, and there could be a right shoulder developing here. So unless this actually goes beyond this level, and we cannot say that this is going to go all the way to 200 moving average. This is the monthly time frame that we have, and right now we are sitting on this moving average, and that is why it is going upwards. But there is another moving average coming right there, and that's why we can expect a little bit of bearish momentum after some time. Let's look at the weekly time frame. On weekly time frame, what we can see, that market is going upwards, which is expected because we have this we have this M pattern here. And if you have not seen the DXY analysis, go and check it out, because on there as well we have the similar sort of thing. And on DXY we have a W pattern here, and that's why it is falling down. Similarly on EURUSD, the market is creating an M pattern, that's why it is going up. Now it has already reached its first profit target of M pattern. Now it can continue to go higher, and it can reach this moving average, which is near about 1.20493. But remember, we still are very close to 1.2 level, which is a psychological level. 1.2 level has not been broken yet, it has not been invalidated yet, and that is why I'm saying that if it starts to go down, then we can have head and shoulders pattern as well. So we will have to see how it actually reacts around 1.2 level or not, right? If it starts to go down, we can capitalize on that, and if it actually breaks above 1.2 level and gives us a confirmation to go long, then we can go continue to all the way to 1.20491, near about that, 1.2050, near about 490 or so. So 1.20490, near about that level or so. So that's what we can do. Let's go to a daily time frame. On daily time frame, what we see is that market is struggling with 200 moving average. It's not exactly struggling, but you see the market fell down and then came here, and if it actually comes back down, it can create an inverted head and shoulders here, and which can lead the price really high up, maybe towards this high, which is near about 1.22415, near about that level, 436. Okay, so that is quite a possibility. But this M pattern has played out very nicely, and the market has reached its profit target. In our students area, somebody reported this and traded this very nicely all the way to the profit target, and this turned out to be very profitable trade. So let's look at what we have right now. If I go to the 4-hour time frame, just to show what kind of opportunities level FCP zones we have, this is the FCP zone, which has just turned into a support right now. There was a moving average right in their FCP zone, and that's why the market has started to go up. And as you can see, it has so far not reached 1.2 level. It came very close to 1.9922 and then fell down. That tried again, created double top, and then started to fall down. So I'm expecting it to go at least to 1.2, because it's so close to it, right? So I'm expecting it to go there. It makes sense, logical sense, psychologically it can actually go there. And if the market finds enough bullish momentum, then it can go all the way to this FCP zone, which starts at 1.20285. That starts at 1.20285. Okay, if the market starts to, so the plan is, okay, let's see how it actually goes to 1.2 level or so. Okay, and that is quite a possibility. Now if it actually goes through that, then we are looking for the next FCP zone. So let me just quickly change this to 1.20 exact, and once it has broken through that, then we are looking for 1.20285. Okay, that's one thing. If the market starts to go down, which I'm not expecting to happen, but if it does, then we can capitalize on the bearish opportunities, which is going to be coming down to this FCP zone around 1.19511, and there is a minor FCP zone just below that. It's on lower time frame, so that is also possible. And then we have lower levels as well. There is another level which you can find. It is 200 moving average, right? So these are the levels. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Now on 1 hour time frame, market is probably going to create an M pattern, and if it does that, then this FCP zone can be reached. But by the looks of it, it looks like the market is expected to go a little bit higher, especially when the XY has been falling. So let's wait for the opening of the market, and then we will decide based on where the market starts to go upward. If the market starts to go upwards and we get a confirmation, we'll follow that. Otherwise, we'll take the downward one, right? So we can trap the market on both sides. We can make money on both sides. My bias, however, is that the Euro USD at least will try to go into 1.2. That means my bias is still slightly bullish on Euro USD for now. Okay, so that's what we have on GBP USD. Let's go to the monthly time frame and look at it. On GBP USD, what we have is like this. The market is still very bullish. There was a little bit of retracement, but I'm expecting market to go ultimately to this level, right? That's exactly the level where it is going to. That's previous structure level, and then we have water cluster moving average as well. Okay, so that's where it can go to. This level here, 1.42778, near about that. And you see we also have 1.4 level here, which is also very important. Market came here, fell down, and maybe it will try to go to 1.4. so remember, if 1.4 breaks through, then we will look for the next target as 1.2 1.428, near about that level. Okay, that's on monthly. On weekly time frame, because the dollar is getting a little weaker, which was kind of expected because there was supposed to be one bearish month at least. So if dollar is getting weaker, that has started to show as a strength in GBP USD and Euro USD, and that is why the market has been going up. It is right now sitting on this moving average on weekly time frame, and that's why it is moving upwards. Let's look at the daily time frame. On daily time frame, the market can fall into this moving average right here. That is also an important level. We previously had that level as well here, so we can classify that as a zone here. Okay, let's go to the 4 hour time frame and see what has been happening. So these are the FCP zones, and they are kind of still valid. So the market jumped through between them, and if you know how you could have actually played this using WNM patterns on smaller time frame, then they were very good opportunities. So for example, like this one, so you had an M pattern which is completing in this FCP zone. That means it was going to go higher. Okay, and if you are taking a long from here, then your profit target would have been this FCP zone, because you see there could be a reaction. It could have fallen down. Now because the market has broken through this, then you know that market can come into this level of 1.38486, which is the next one. And then we also have, if I keep on going, so this needs to come down to 1.4, near about that. Yes. Okay, so this is how we play all these zones. So look at this one. So when the market is creating an M pattern here and it has touched this FCP zone, you know that we have an M pattern, and then we have C zone. That means the market could go higher. Similarly, M pattern goes higher, W pattern comes down back into where FCP zone. So this is how it is. So in terms of what we can expect is that right now this is struggling with 200 moving average, so this is a very important point level here, and I'm expecting it to fall down a little bit because of the reaction to that. And we also have this W pattern here, which means that it can fall back down into near about this level, which is the previous structure level. That is also a possibility. Then let's go to the daily time frame. On daily time frame, it is still looking very bullish. The market tried to fool a lot of people, a lot of traders, and then started to go higher. So I'm expecting it to continue going higher. If the dollar starts to, if dollar keeps on going down, then it will continue to go higher. And as you can see, the market is probably going to create a W pattern here, which can bring us into near about this level or even higher. So watch 1.4 level, that is a possibility, and if that is broken, then we have higher levels which we can talk about later on. Okay, so that's what we have on GBP USD. This is how it is looking, right? Then we have USDCAD, and USDCAD, very interesting, very interesting situation here. So on USDCAD, let me show you what we have been looking at. On USDCAD, I'm not sure whether you have been following me for that long, but you remember that we had this W pattern and we had this double top, right? This is what I expected, March or April 20, and since then the market has been falling down. Now you'll classify this as Corona or whatever, right? Because this USD, but this was double top and this was the W pattern. Even before Corona, this was expected to fall, and we were able to take short positions on that. So since then it has been falling, and now it has come into this water cluster moving average. Now I'm not expecting it to actually go all the way down to this level, because that's the next level here. So I'm expecting it to maybe consolidate, go up a little bit, go down a little bit, but I'm not expecting it to create a huge move downwards. Okay, so that is what we are looking at. That's on monthly. Let's go to the weekly time frame. On weekly time frame, as we can see, the market is again showing us bad behavior sort of thing. So I'm expecting at some point in time there will be a huge movement upwards, and that can come with dollar index going upwards as well. Okay, this chart looks like dollar index because this is USD CAD anyway. So this is this looks like a bad behavior, so we can expect a huge move upwards, and Bollinger Bands are also kind of squeezing right now. If I look at the daily time frame, on daily time frame what we have is that market created an M pattern, went up, creating another M pattern, and if that happens, then it can go up. But for now, what you see is that we could be forming a W pattern which can lead the price back to higher levels, somewhere around here. So what we have is this. Right now we are back into FCP zone. That means market is expected to go higher, because you can treat these FCP zones as support zones or resistance zones. So if the market comes here, then market can go higher, and we also have an M pattern forming. So what we have is that if the market starts to fall into this level, so let me actually quickly draw a Fibonacci on this to see exactly where we are. Okay, if the market starts to fall into this level, near about this level, then we can expect an upward movement, which nearly happened in this candle. It can happen again. Otherwise, there is a strong possibility that it can fall into this level of 1.24261, or in extreme case it can fall down to 1.23967. so we'll still be in FCP zone. So that means you can take the short trade, but I will be biased towards the long trades on it. And as you can see, there is a W pattern, so whenever the price will start to move upwards, it will probably come to near about this level here, 1.26472, and then we will have to analyze. Most probably it is going to go even higher than that. So that's what we have on USD CAD. A lot of people actually asked me to share WATA and Visage on Euro USD, so let's look at that. This is the monthly time frame. The curve is actually blue right now. That means the Euro USD on monthly timely basis, this is still bullish, but we also got a signal. Now signal is telling us that it can be bearish, but we'll have to wait for the month to close. Okay, so possible profit target is near going to be 1.1498, but this is on monthly time frame, and it can take a long period of time, and we will also have to wait for the month to close, because until that happens we cannot be sure about this target. Let's look at the weekly time frame. The water curve here has turned into support. The market is moving upwards. Okay, this is all blue, and this is also what a trend at the bottom has turned into blue. That means it's all bullish right now on weekly time frame. If I look at the daily time frame, this is the target which has already been met. So the color changed from red to blue, and then this was the profit target which has been met. And then we also have the second profit target here at water curve. Third profit target is going to be near about 1.20311. Okay, so that is also quite possible. That is why I was saying, like, watch 1.2. If it goes beyond, then it will probably, like, reach that FCP zone that we were just talking about, and that's where this target is as well. Okay, let's look at the 4-hour time frame. On 4-hour time frame, the trend has turned into blue again. This is blue. We have a signal, and the profit target is near about 1.20139. so all of these targets are also, like, indicating that market can go to 1.2 level at least, and then we will have to see how to react there around that psychological number, and then we will see, like, whether it goes beyond to meet this profit target of what was that? Let me just quickly check. 1.203, near about that level. Okay, so that's what we have on what I envisage for Euro USD as well. Hope you enjoyed this analysis on 3 currency pairs. That should give us very good opportunities in coming week or coming weeks. And please share this video, and if you enjoyed this analysis, found this useful, then hit the like button and put a comment at the bottom of this video, because that is also going to help us and going to motivate us to bring you more analysis videos like this, and share it with other traders as well, right? And I'll see you in the next video, and I'll see you in the Telegram channel as well. Hope you have a very good trading week next week. Okay. If you're interested in learning how to analyze the markets the way I do using Fibonacci Confluence, then head over to vikinsa.com, and under training section you'll be able to see Core Strategy Training Program. On this page you'll be able to see the testimonials of previous students, and also look at the brochure. The brochure has a lot more information, including the course structure and the Fibonacci Confluence Training Program curriculum. This is a very extensive program in which we cover basic core Fibonacci concepts along with the advanced concepts to analyze the markets with high probability. If you're interested in joining this program, come to vikinsa.com, and under training section you'll be able to see and submit this form.